Hey Instagram, hey YouTube. My name is Denise Marcel, and I'm starting to sweat. Anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Denise Marcel. I'm gonna say that 10 times. Hey, Ben. Hey, Ben. I don't have the camera. Well, it's just gonna have to stay like that. All right. Hey, guys. Hey, my name is Denise Marcel, and I'm going to say that one more time. Maybe get some people in the room, and I'll be right back because it's warm in here. Okay. Oh, I'm trying to turn on the fan. And okay. All right. Hey guys. Hey, my name is Denise Marcel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am the founder of Denise Marcel Beauty, and now I help beauty professionals over 40 learn to use AI in their system. And the way we do that is help design strategic workflows and also content creation, consistent sequential content. And I like to say sequential because it gives it a beginning, a middle, and an end, and not our thoughts all over the place, right? And it can give you timing. So that's the way we like to use AI. That's how I use it. So I'm sharing what I know. And also, yeah, if you're a beauty professional over 40, and this is who I'm talking to, is because I'm over 40. And what happened to my air? Turn my fan on. Okay. And I'm over 40, and I know it could be scary. We get nervous. Like, I'm nervous, but I have my notes right here to help me out. But I like, hi, hey, Raven Cake Studio, how are you? Thanks for joining. So I like to come on and show people in the service industry. I'm in the beauty industry, yes, but this is for anyone. Like Raven, she designed cakes. It's for auto mechanics. It could be used in lawn services, cleaning businesses, restaurants, any service industry. AI is now there to help us, and we use it as a tool. It doesn't take over our business. It just helps support our business. It's like an assistant. So today's topic, I'm on topic number 8. If you've been following, simple systems every beauty pro needs to know. And we're going to talk about client communication systems. And I love talking about that because when you're in the service industry, a service-based business, you always want to communicate to your client. You want to have that, you want them to know that you care about them and that you think about them. So for me, a couple ways I use it to communicate. Confirm appointments once they schedule them. Confirm it initially. It's a couple confirmations that go out in my system. So confirm it initially when it's made, whether they make it or I make it, they get a confirmation. And then 2 days before the appointment. And that's the way to let them know that, hey, let's confirm that you're coming, because you don't want to lose time and money, and they don't want to lose time and they don't want to lose money, because you should have, well, I have a system in place. If they don't cancel within a certain amount of time, they are charged. So they want to prevent that. So they need to get those confirmations so that they'll know that they'll be charged if they don't show up. And also, once they leave, they get an aftercare message. The aftercare message is telling them in numerical order how to. First, you want to thank them. So if you in a business, service-based business, you want to thank them for supporting your business, right? And you know, when we're small, those relationships are kind of personal. So you want to thank them for supporting your business, and you want to give them aftercare instructions. I like to give them aftercare instructions. I like them in numerical order. So I have AI put them in numerical order because that's how I learn. When I see words bunched up, they just look bunched up to me. I like to see the numbers. 1, make sure you clean your lashes. 2, make sure you brush them. For the auto industry, they might have, I don't know what they might have, change windshield wipers. Um, and this is how often. So you may give them directions. You thank them again, and as the auto repair company, especially if they just left from a service, you want to put the service in there, and you also want to encourage them to come back for a maintenance appointment. And that shows that you care, because for me, well, I have a car now, but I like to do a maintenance appointment in the winter, especially the winter. The summer, I'm kind of lagging on. But the winter, I like to go in and have it winterized. And we should get a tube for your automotive person service provider. They should send you like a reminder. Okay, time to winterize your car. So this is a way that they can communicate. And for the lawn services, it might depend on where you live. For us, we in Philadelphia, so we have 4 seasons. So they can say, okay, it's that time again. Let's get the grass cut. Let's get on the schedule. Let's create the schedule for you to do that. So then they could tell you how to maintain it if you have a garden in the back, right? So there's so many service-based industries that could use AI. And what this does, it saves us time and it saves us energy. We don't have to sit in front of the computer or our phone and be like, okay, what am I saying? Just have it already have a template. AI can help you create the template for these things. Content systems. So we definitely use AI for content. My assistant and I, Bim, she's on here. Hey, Bim. We use it for content creation. It has made our lives so much easier because we know what we want to say. We have the content in our head, but we need it to be, I like to say sequential, because you have so many fleeting thoughts or fleeting thoughts. You'd be like, okay, you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you have a whole program in your head. And then at 10 o'clock a.m., you can't even remember. So what I like to do is do a brain dump into my AI, and then ask it to, okay, put this in the order that it should go. It could be used for a number of things: introducing a new product, introducing a new service, introducing a new person, and it will also help you create the content to put in your emails. So you can put it in my assistant. We kind of work together. She does a lot of it. She helps me create the content. She get her ideas. I get my ideas. We've been together for a long time, so she knows me very well. And then we kind of collaborate. And then she helps me put it all together. She helped me with the script of it. It's just so many things that we can use AI for, especially with our content. It has been a game changer for both of us. Yeah, and I absolutely love it. And I'm using it now. Like, it helps me to stay on track, stay on message, using my brand voice, because when you're using AI, you don't want it to be like robotic. You want it to be you. And say you go into AI and you give it a prompt and the answer don't sound like you could then say, revamp this. I want it to be warm. I want it to be professional. I want it to be, just name whatever. I want it to be direct. And as time go on, it gets to know you. It gets to know you, gets to know your brand voice, gets to know how you speak, and it uses words that you would use. Because sometimes in the beginning I would get some of the responses, and I'm like, okay, that's not really how I talk. So I just go in and make the changes, or I ask AI to make the changes, and now it's almost like you've been a year in, and it's starting to do exactly that. So I love it. We love it for content. Okay, it's good for weekly planning systems. You could go in and say, okay, and I've done this. I give it all the things I need to do, and my schedule, and I give it like my schedule, some parts of my schedule. I don't let it have access to everything. And I'll say, okay, I'll give you a prime example one time, and it was just something I put out there to see what I could do, see what I could get back, right? And I used the prompt saying, okay, I want to make $1 million in 1 year. So it kind of came back and was like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So then I was like, okay, I want to make $500,000 in a year. And it gave me a schedule that included time, it included content, it included all the social nets. So it helps you schedule, it can schedule your whole life, honestly. And in your service-based business, you can say, all right, I want to use it to schedule. We use it for our appointments. We use it to schedule our appointments. And if you're using a version of any booking system, know that AI is in the background. So just keep that in mind. We didn't always know, but we know now, right? So anyway, you can use it to schedule your appointments. And again, I already gave you an idea how we use it, but it could go from scheduling your appointments to scheduling a lot of things in your life. They help you stay on track, right? It go from one extreme. It can do a lot of things, but at the end of the day, guys, let's keep in mind we still need to be behind it. We still need to. It still needs that human touch. It cannot work without it. Well, kind of can, but you don't want that. You want it to be your brand voice. You want it to be your personality. You want it to act as if it was your assistant, and that's what it's doing. Follow-up systems, which we talked about. The follow-up system, again, is once your client leave or your customer leave, the follow-up could be, thank you for coming. Here's what you need to do to take care of your service, which for me, lashes, cars, automotive, house cleaning, restaurant. Well, we're not going to talk about restaurants because they don't send no follow-up for care, but they will send something to invite you back. And sometimes restaurants will send you the follow-up message to please leave a good review. So keep that in mind as well. You want to thank your client. The follow-up could be thanking them, instructions on how to take care of their service, and or please come back. And you could give them a tip, especially automotive. Automotive to me is very important because when people have cars, they want to keep track of what they had, the services they had done in case they want to sell it. They want to be able to hand the folder. I usually keep a folder. I've sold two cars that I didn't no longer want. I'm not a car salesperson. I gave them the folder to say, these are all the services that I had. I'm holding this down in case you don't know my notes. These are the services that I had done to my car. So that's very important that your client have the information so that they could get the proper amount for the car that they're trying to sell. So, okay, so back to cars, and I mean back to the follow-up service, follow-up systems. So they have you sending them a thank you, you sending them how to take care of their whatever they had done, and you sending them a tip. And don't forget, we might want to ask them to leave a good review because a lot of small businesses are based on reviews, right? Can help on reviews. So what AI does in all of these things, what AI does is help us build these messages faster by putting them into systems. It's so many times, especially in the beginning when I first started. When I first started doing lashes, I would be up all night thanking my clients, trying to get them to rebook because it's new. And those are just the things that you do. You want to let them know that you care. You want them to know that they are appreciated. And I would be up sending text messages 1 to 2 o'clock, confirmations 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning. And the crazy thing is a lot of people are up and they will be responding. In my head, I was like, okay, I'll send this late night. When they wake up in the morning, they'll see it and we'll be done. I'm not really trying to communicate with the client at 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning. So those days are long gone. And thank you for AI. Thanks to AI, it has made it much easier. So guys, join me Sunday so we can have a further discussion about this. Sunday, I'm giving my free information, my free lesson on how we can use AI if you're a beauty professional in the business. And my audience is beauty professionals over 40, but anybody can benefit. And it doesn't even have to be the beauty profession, okay? So if you are on Instagram, you're going to type assistant in the chat, in the comments, and you'll get a link to join me on Sunday. And if you are on YouTube, it is in the description. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Raven, hope all is well with you. Thank you for joining me. And I will see you for the next tip, which will be hopefully tomorrow. So, tomorrow is a busy day, but I'll try to squeeze it in. If not, just look for the notification if you subscribe, or if you let me see, I think you can subscribe, but look for notification that I'm going live. All right, guys, thank you so much. Bye, Raven.